In the grim darkness of the far future, there are only jerks. I've been playing some... Well, excuse me! Fair and balanced. Fair and balanced. Thanks, buddy. You are a hell of an introduction to this wonderful land. Let me tame you so I can burn some turkeys. I've been playing some Rogue Trader. The RPG from Owlcat. I was a huge fan of Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous. And finally got around to starting up Rogue Trader, getting into all that. And I had a bit of insight that I had already had back when I was playing Tyranny, another computer RPG from Obsidian. That's right, it was Obsidian that made that one. And I realized I love making Evo playthroughs. It's always my first playthrough of any RPG is going to be the biggest jerk I can possibly make. That's what I did with Baldur's Gate 3. The Baldur's Gates before that. Planescape Torment has the absolute best evil gameplay of all RPGs. And the funniest of them all, by far, always was Knights of the Old Republic. Man, was that a super duper mega fun evil playthrough, being a Sith Lord. Because you're not just evil, you're like the biggest jerk. And he had the best situation you could imagine. Let me do one of these. Like, it was because he was so petty and gratuitous. You just turned two families against one another, and you had them, like, you could, you know, it was like this forbidden love kind of story, and you could fix their story, or you could have these two families fight each other anyway. And it was some really cruel shit, and it was so funny. But I'm getting off on a tangent. I have so much fun playing evil in those kind of RPGs because it's always the unbeaten path. It is something that I love seeing. How much does their developer let me get away with? It's kind of like the anti-playthrough, and I feel it's kind of like, you know, you're going against the intent of the developers, even though they put it into the game. You know what I'm saying? It's going against also most of the impulse of other players. You often, like, even the people that like to play evil, they will always do the good playthrough first, and then they'll check out the evil stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the bit of insight that I had when trying out Tyranny was that the only reason why I enjoy it, or rather the main reason why I enjoy it, is the fact that it's kind of going against the grain. When I played... Holy crap, this guy is out of control. When I played Tyranny, I realized that because by design you are supposed to be evil, it's just the brand of evil that you choose in that game. It is a game that really broke outside the mold, and it did a great job at that. This guy's a problem, isn't he? This guy who is indeed evil by design. But because you basically had no choice but to be evil, and you got to choose the degree and the color of your evil. In that game, I was driven to actually be good, because it's what the game didn't want me to do, what everybody did not expect me to do of all the NPCs. There we go, we finally solved that puzzle. But the game itself expected me to be a jerk, therefore I didn't want to do that. I guess that's the way to see it. Like in Baldur's Gate 3, in most RPGs, in computer, every NPC around you, like the default is to expect you to be the good guy, and going against the grain is to be a total jerk. In Tyranny, it's not that way. And neither it is in 40k, in the grim darkness of the far future. The Empire of Man is run by absolute jerks, and that have a great reason to be absolute jerks. The lore is crafted such that being a massive asshole is 100% a survival matter, a matter of survival. Like, yeah, burn the heretic and the Xenos, hate the mutant. They are literally chaos servants. And if you miss the one chaos servant among the two unfortunately genetically deformed innocents, well, now you have a freaking bloodthirster in your midst, don't you? Better burn 1,000 innocents to get that heretic to save millions. And that is why being evil... that is why being evil in the 40k universe is akin to just being a dumbass, is being stupid evil, because you are embracing chaos gods. That's what really I don't appreciate in the role-playing aspect of 40k. It's like role-playing as an evil dumbass. Oh, let me embrace chaos worship and lose myself completely in the worship of this horrendous monstrosity that will take over my body and make me into a filthy, awful monster. It's like, that's no fun. That's no fun at all. The problem is that being a jerk is also being the good guy. So it leaves me being with the desire to be a good guy without being a jerk. It's so strange to approach a computer RPG where my nature goes against the nature of the game, and we kind of do a Uno reverse card, and I end up wanting to be the goody two-shoes that subverts of expectations. I guess that's what that is the bottom line of it. I am an expectation subverter, where where the NPCs and the characters are concerned. I forgot I had the pictures, my bad. I anticipated an arc to that lady. Well, I should have warned you, buddy. But unfortunately, you do not obey spoken commands. So I am now in the middle of a bit of a conundrum. I find myself frozen in the middle of many of the choices, because it's like, it's in my nature to giggle at the evil options. But I know that if I go with the heretic options, I'm just being a dumbass that will eventually be taken over by chaos anomalies, or a super jerk that is an emperor zealot. And that is funny in itself, but it's also kind of meh because of the other aspect of all of my impulses. And that is another through line of every time that I roleplay a character. I really don't like roleplaying any kind of worship, any kind of deity or devotion. I am just not gonna be into it. Every character I roleplay will be fiercely independent. That makes them, it's basically their ethos of their decisions. Always rebelling against deity worship, rebelling against, you know, getting roped into that kind of dynamic with a super powerful creature. We have no resources. I have no option but to go forward like this. This is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? You are a robot. You don't get stumped, do you? Nah. I think you're just outright immortal, right? We just ignore? Yeah. This guy's a little nightmarish. I could easily die to him. I don't like it. Are you teleporting here? I don't like you at all. You don't suffer any damage from this. This is just awful. I hate it. This is just atrocious. I hate it. I hate everything around this boss fight, I cannot really do anything with it. So I guess we're just gonna try and bypass Anubis too. Wonder what is the methodology of killing this guy. I have no idea, brother. Wow, I literally cannot escape. Well, I am welcome to any and all tips on what am I supposed to do against Robo Anubis. I have no idea how to tackle that if you kind of get trapped behind the wall of Robo All Mights. Kind of ass. Don't know exactly what I was supposed to do there. So anyway. Fiercely independent. Jerk. That is my chosen character for any playthrough. But there's no such thing in Rogue Trader, and it's giving me decision paralysis whenever I reach any kind of dialogue option. It's like, man, what do I want to commit to? I either pick the I am a dumbass chaos worshipper, I am a religious zealot, which, you know, it is a really funny thing in 40k. It is like the default setting of every man of the empire. Every single person will have fairly steadfast devotion. You probably just eat this fire. Yeah. You don't die though. Let me just escape with this thing. I like the changes to the flare gun. It's very nice. Does it still arc downwards? It does. Very upsetting. But we're gonna make it work. Don't worry about me one bit. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because it's kind of bugging me. It's bugging me, and it's like fully self-inflicted. The game itself, I'm really liking it. It's so well done. The 40k universe is so well portrayed so far in Rogue Trader. I would absolutely recommend it if you're into that kind of lore. Hello, sir. I would like my flare gun back. Thank you. I guess we're going here, even though it's going to be a complete disaster in the summit. But I am blocked by Apollo maniacs, so we kind of have to go this way. Let me weed this out. Bah! We are stuck with hardly any means to get around. Hopefully we can make it work though. The darkness makes it extra juicy. Don't worry, this flare gun, I do wish that I had some shotgun jumping with the flare gun, but it does absolutely nothing for me. Very upsetting indeed. Let's see if we can make it work though. Use the rope. Oh crap. Use the rope for as long as we can. I really shouldn't even be picking up the bugs. Yeah. No. Gotta concentrate a little bit. You may notice my faltering speech as we get into a more challenging area. I have to concentrate a little bit more. I don't think I can make that jump. I think it's possible, but I'm not gonna risk it. So another rope for me. Gonna run out very soon. Will enjoy very much finding some mega bitches. There's a mega bitch. I guess you'll make us break even. It should hit. Yeah, there you go. Wow, that's pretty powerful. I realize it was such high damage. Mistakes were made, but it's alright, it's alright. The problem with the shopkeepers in here is like it's so easy to get absolutely murdered by them. Unfortunate. Ooh. Hell yeah! Exactly what I needed. Continue climbing up. We kind of need everything we can possibly squeeze out of this. So yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know eventually what I settle on. I think the obvious choice is to just become what it's called in the game an iconoclast and basically be the good guy. And I can just tell that I'm gonna get burnt hardcore by trying to roleplay a good guy in the grim darkness of the far future. You can just tell that the game is gearing up to fuck you over so hard if you try to be a good guy. That is like the entire point of the 40k universe. You don't get damaged by this. The entire point of the 40k universe probably could use this turkey, but I will rather have the health. How, like, the lore itself. Oh, you have a very nice arc down. Maybe we'll hit that one. Come on, you can do it. Right there? No. Son of a bitch. I actually have Spike's shoes, so we're good. Get wrecked, man. That is a one-hit kill. Really cool improvements to this gun. Very nice. Appreciate it. Getting now 10 ropes makes it so much nicer. Let's use the ability to jump higher, though. What the freaking hell did I just do? Okay, let's see what comes out of the mystery box. Sure. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Spent 2 ropes to get a compass. Is that worth a damn thing? Probably not. Nope. 3 freaking ropes to get up there. That's just annoying. Annoying as hell. Let's see if we can find more fat bitches to make ropes out of their intestines. Is that the lore appropriate? We gotta have that. Is that the lore appropriate explanation why you get ropes out of the Yeti ladies? Because you literally make ropes out of their entrails? I could get 100% behind that explanation. Very nice. But you see, picking the good guy option also goes against everything I've been conditioned to do in all the RPGs. It's just not funny. That is the problem. I think that is at the bottom of it. That is that twofold thing. I don't want to be a dumbass chaos worshiper. I don't want to be a religious zealot, even though I am inclined to do so simply because in the 40k universe it's super funny. How fast are you, you filthy piece of trash? I hate you. Why are you here already? This is a nightmare. Let's see if we can get to the top and then deal with the shopkeepers indeed. Alright. It's all good, baby. Don't jump. It's all good. Just come over here, provoke them all into madness. Another successful exploration of a summit level. Whoa. Barely making ends meet. So there, I am just stuck picking the goody two shoes, somewhat boring choices. I guess that's why I get decision paralysis all the time. What really gave me the decision paralysis was pretty early in the game. You get a highborn navigator to pilot your Baroque Gothic spaceship. That aesthetic is so freaking hardcore, and metal is so great. And she's like, man, this ship is like really noisy. I'm surprised you haven't removed the vocal cords of all your servants. What's going on there? Like, she's genuinely asking you this question. She's not like offended. She's just like so curious, like, huh, that's so strange. Why didn't you do that? And it gave me this decision paralysis moment of, because it gives you the choice to be like, you know what, you're right. I'll make sure that all the servants have their vocal cords removed. Or you can say, a good leader actually takes care of their subjects. Which is an extremely heretical thing to say, you know? Or you can simply be a kind of neutral, it's like, I kind of like the voices, it gives the ship some life. But it gave me the decision. I'm trying to find a way to do this, by the way, without using a rope. I am stuck using a rope. It's fine. I'm going to blow up. It's all good. It gave me that decision paralysis moment because the obviously funny choice of, oh yeah, I should definitely remove all the vocal cords. How come I haven't done that? That's so silly of me. It's also obviously something that you are a stuck-up, highborn asshole, and it's like the norm in the 40k universe. Nobody's going to be scandalized that you did that. You're like, oh yeah, of course you did that. You're a highborn jerk. I guess we have no voice now. That is just the way it is. And that is what gave me pause, because I was like, man, if nobody even bats an eyelash, what's the fun? You know? So, again, I am compelled to make people feel weird about me because I am benevolent. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. My last rope is not great. I may need to be creative with this dude. Well, you're now dead. Unfortunate. Gonna have to use my rope anyway. There goes my rope. Wish me luck. My luck has instantly run out. Why? I'll probably just end up being a jerk anyway. A non-worshipping jerk. That is what I had kind of decided. What? I think I have a mental deficiency, brother. I truly may have some kind of problem up there in the noggin. Just jump straight into the freaking poison. Why the hell? Why don't you? Why don't you? How silly of you not to just drink the poison. An absolute moron. Ah! Absolute piece of garbage anyway. Let's see if we can find a freaking body to offer up to the Dark Kali so we can get rid of this freaking poison. There was no damsel anywhere. I am offended by this. Just looking around a little bit, there's nothing. Well, that is very unfortunate. Something groovy abates. We may be able to get ourselves a shotgun. If we need that. Breaking even. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Just gotta run forward quickly. Get places. Murder you real good. Hit. I have officially finished my stint of They Are Billions. It was a great run. I lost my last survival colony and I was like, I can't do it anymore. It's like, I've had enough of losing 3 hours of progress because this wave was way tougher than I expected. I was not ready. I tried a survival map with absolute highest difficulty. Got trounced about 2 hours in by a wave that was way higher than I was ready for. Got absolutely annihilated. It's a tough balancing act when you are playing They Are Billions. And I did not balance enough with defenses. I did a little too much expanding too quickly. Did not protect one of my map sides properly. What you got down here, buddy? Absolutely nothing. Wonderful. Been trying out, if you're not aware, I have a massive pile, giant frickin' list. Might as well get this dog. Do it in a way that it will not die. Giant list of rogue descendants. I think I've already mentioned this before. I'm gonna tell you again. Rogue descendants is what I call any kind of roguelikes, anything with those type of gameplay elements. They go into an automated category. Well, okay. Automated, stop. Category in my Steam library. If it has this tag, call it a rogue descendant, I'm put in this category. So I've been making my way down this list of games alphabetically, Except when there is an emphatic recommendation in the comments. We have a freaking green monkey. What is going on here? Allow me to not be raped by this monkey, please. This monkey needs to die now. It is a requirement. Get off me. Oh, you have a freaking clover. I think we had seen that before. I needed to see with my own 2 eyes just what you did. Anyway. Been trying out all kinds of new games that way. I've been having a grand old time. Next up is going to be Bullets Per Minute, a rhythm game that is 100% guaranteed to make me awful to do commentary with, but I'm also looking forward to it. And the one that I'm looking forward to the most is the one that comes after that, which is Change, a hobo simulator. I forget the exact tagline, but you know, it's a hobo simulator. I'm 100% bound to be disappointed by that game because I have hyped it up in my mind by a lot. I better be able to piss on public property and get experience from it if I get away with it. I better be able to go into a homeless shelter and molest my fellow inmates. I'll be very disappointed if that's not the case. It's something that I see them do every damn day of my life. So, actually, that's a small exaggeration. Did I tell you? I don't know if I told you. The saga of Brother John. Has continued. This is deep lore that I have not talked about in a long time because my good man, Brother John, he was a homeless nut job. And I don't say this in a derisive way. This is purely descriptive. Literally, the homeless nut job. What the hell? In my neighborhood, as I deliver mail, you actually swallow me whole, so let's not get close to that nonsense. I think you can just get bombed, right? That's your entire thing. Well, there goes Spelunky 2.5. It's so odd. I've been getting quite a lot of crashes lately that are like in the middle. Usually the crashes happen when you change the level. I honestly cannot remember whether I said this in a video or I was telling my wife about it. So if I said it already, if I had already regaled you with the incredible survival story of Brother John, my bad. I apologize. I thought he was dead. I hadn't seen him and his cardboard shanty town for like 2 years plus. The other day, I saw him just rolling down the sidewalk with his cardboard treasure trove, taking them to some unidentified part of the world. He has changed headquarters. He now is building his creature shelter somewhere else, some unspecified new location. But he yet lives. That grizzled old man. It is no small feat, buddy. It is no small feat to survive as a hobo in the grim darkness of the Alaskan winter, all right? I see these guys walking around with barely a coat on. I don't like to do violence against all of y'all. All of y'all need to be murdered. I think I would rather... Oh, you don't get sacrificed. Interesting. Surely you guys are all more valuable to me alive, but unfortunately, I have these spikes on my shoes that make you easy targets for my wrath. You're roping my way to... Please don't kill me. That will be very humiliating. Extremely humiliating. Really could use a damsel now to allow this Kapala. Whoop. Get wrecked, son. Didn't know that 2 whippings will get these scumbags properly well, this probably was the mistake that's gonna kill me now. Maybe we can bomb our way to it. These vampires are going to be a problem. Yeah, we gotta... Ah! Son of a... The goal now is to reach the ice caves with our pyromaniac build. How do you like my pyromaniac build? I am very fond of it. Probably we will not get anywhere close, but something I need to internalize. With this actual build that we have going in Spelunky 2, I can bomb my way to every exit. Like, I can literally... Well, that was unfortunate. The ground... Oh, that's right. I just picked up the shopkeeper map, and that allows me to pick up these shotguns. Not interested. Not interested. This is the pyro build, which gives me bombs at the start. The radio will give me extra bombs. And it's like... Worry not about the platforming. We do not engage with the shape of the level. We dig straight down. What is going on here? What the hell is this about? Okay. Surely there's some kind of nonsense going on here, right? Hey, it's a Yeti King. Pretty cool. He is now our roasted king. King of roasts. I need to work on that. We'll come up with a proper nickname for that scumlord. But I need to really get into my head. Hey, do not engage with the level. Bomb your way to victory through every path. Rain death. Explosive death. Oh, no!